Erev Shabbat Shalom, once again, as Yom Kippur gets closer, there are those cholim, people who are not well, ill, different, all sorts of illnesses that people have, whether it is chronic illnesses, or for instance, women who are pregnant and it's a high-risk pregnancy, all sorts of people like that have to start doing their research now. They have to start asking their doctor what the fast of Yom Kippur can possibly do to them. You have to consult with a competent physician and ask them what exactly might be the sakana or safek sakana that is brought about as a result of fasting on Yom Kippur. Once you have that information has to be relayed to a competent posek in order then to make a decision about how and when to break the fast on Yom Kippur. There are ways for people, obviously. The Torah gives us a mitzvah, v'chai b'hem v'lo she'yamut b'hem. Obviously, if a person is going to be in danger, a person shouldn't fast on Yom Kippur, but nevertheless, even though there are some people who are not supposed to be fasting on Yom Kippur, there is a method about which a person should be eating on Yom Kippur, even in circumstances like that. So you have to follow the guidelines of doctors, as well as halacha when you consult with Rabbanim. There's once a story with a Gaon of Shmuel Salant, who was the Av Bedin of Yerushalayim. He was a tremendous Gaon, Gedol Ador, approximately 150 years ago in Yerushalayim. So, no, actually a little bit less, about 100 years ago. Anyway, so what happened was, there was a woman, a very elderly woman. She was over 100 years old, ripe old age. She was in an old age home or a hospital, whatever it was, and she was ill. She wasn't doing well. And the doctors came and said, Giveret, you can't fast on Yom Kippur. Nothing doing. She wouldn't have it. She says, I've been fasting for the last 100 years of my life. I'm not stopping now. So they called some Rabbanim to talk to her. Everybody came, Rabbanim, Poskim. She said, nothing doing. If I have to go down, this is the way I want to die. Fasting on Yom Kippur. That was her thing. So they asked Rav Shmuel Salant, the Av Bedin, they asked him, what should we do? This lady's being very stubborn, and she's an old lady, there's no one to talk to, nobody home. He thought about it for a second. He said, I have an idea. He called two Avrechim. He said, listen, she's very old, she's over 100, she probably doesn't see anymore. She's probably, she doesn't see, she's probably blind. He says, you know what? Come, Yom Kippur morning, bring two Avrechim, bring shofarot, and start blowing. Say, and tell her, Lech echol b'simcha lachmecha, shavua tov, tiskul l'shem rabo. Tell her, Yom Kippur is over. She doesn't know. V'lo yada'a b'shichva v'kuma. He said, Tkiyat shofar, b'Yom Kippur is rak shevut. Right? It's chokhmah. It's not even shevut. It's only chokhmah. Over there's a pikuach nefesh. He's not going to listen to you anyway. He says, blow the shofar, tell her Yom Kippur is over. Tiskul l'shem rabo. Havdalah, let her make, and let her break her fast. That's what he said in order to get her to eat on Yom Kippur. Just a word about the schedule for this evening. Bezat Hashem, Mincha is at 6:15. Once again on Sunday, regular weekday schedule, Slichot at 5:40, and then we'll be catching the nits right afterwards. Just a note also on Shabbat, please don't move any chairs, mechitzot, whatever. I know it's very tempting, but please don't, because we're keeping everything as is for Yom Kippurim. So please, everything should just be left as is. Yom Tov and Shabbat Shalom Barach.